Let's see. Let's see. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. But powericious? No, I would not say that. I assumed the Atmey fighting stance...
No, he just gets all upset and says, say it!
I assumed the Atmey fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. Of course, that was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? What is this? Atmey fighting style? I'm sorry, but that is a trade secret. I can't say any more. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way, no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the Atmey fighting style? That was very important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I take a walk alone late at night.
What the heck is he eyeballing me for like that? It's creeping me out.
He wants to... Is he trying to kill Phoenix just by looking at him?
Maybe he means Phoenix is going to murder him for some reason. Anyways, let's... Hello?
No! Then, witness!
He's adding it to his testimony.
Yes, testimony add to.
Okay. But he was hit in the back of that. Detective Atmey, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again...
Okay, I read that as
you have thrown down the gauntlet on my armored feet.
Like he's talking about the game. Like he's talking about like a crossword puzzle.
Yes. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. My arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
From behind?
Looks like the Atmey fighting style didn't work. But just now, you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atmey, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. That's wrong!
What is?
To err is human. To forgive is divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings, They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Really? What's it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. You have too many rules. This is it.
Why all these people that are so full of themselves have roles?
I don't know. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly are you asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that...
that Mr. Atmey is stupid and should leave. Go.
The answer is simple.
Don't get infected by his...
It's all clear to me now. Finally, the truth has been revealed. So elegantly revealed to us. Right, Nick?
Oh.
What?
Yes, yeah.
What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know.
Then why did you yell at me?
Natural reaction.
Why?
Have a natural reaction to yell at you?
Okay. But why?
Because I can't help but not to.
Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually Mask Demaske. Yarg!
Wow. He said a word.
Okay.
Order in court, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this? Not life.
There are too many unnatural parts to Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. An explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Demaske. Nurk. Gnurk.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask Demaske. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security.
Ugh.
Then, he simply dressed as the
Wow.
thief and stole the urn.
Ooh. Wow. Words. So the ace detective is actually an ace dive? Is this true, witness?
Aha. Mask Demaske. M.O. is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer.
Whoa. Witness, so you're not mad at it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes. Time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, when you...
Oh.
Got it. Blend 102. My personal favorite.
How many coffee blends does he have?
I don't know. He's currently working on 107, I think. I don't know if he's gone past that and he's still working on it, though. Okay.
Mr. Guy.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
There's only one problem. Phoenix can't write a novel.
It kind of does look like a party hat.
Wait, who said that?
Maya. It's not yet, but... she does later. But...
Wait, he kind of looks like a unicorn.
He does! Nick, you're a unicorn!
But it's with coffee.
Why doesn't he just take the cup off of his head?
Wait, the real question is how is the cup staying there?
Yeah, that's...
Does gravity not exist?
What is this?
Or is Godot's special blend of coffee resembling that of glue?
Maybe. Why isn't Phoenix, like, getting a towel or something a bit, like, or... Why is he even...
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I
will admit, my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Wright. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. If it was so perfect, why would you throw it across the room, you idiot?
Yeah.
You wasted coffee, why?
Because he's an idiot, that's why.
You stupid. Okay.
I was wondering. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there.
Seriously, don't just stand there to get the coffee cup off of your head.
The court would like some decisive proof. You have quickly!
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick?
Quickly, immediately, you know.
Atmey looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Luke Atmey is in fact Mask Demaske. Has yet to be found. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Huh. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get, after all. Hello?
I see! Because I can. Perhaps you thought some evidence would back up your assertion, but no, you didn't.
It's no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's a thief. Don't give up, Nick. You're a plan. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you just going to give up and let us lose this? You're a plant, Nick. Maybe
you will grow from this.
Nick.
You will grow from this.
Shut up, Mia. Nick. Sometimes it takes a while for a plant to go.
I'm deducting half your allowance for being so rude to me.
What? allowance. Half of 0 is 0.
Half of 0 is you. Or a hat. You're half of 0.
Actually, I think a U would be like at least 3/4 of a 0.
It's a very small U.
I guess. Anyways, Nick, sometimes plants take a little while to grow.
Glow?
That is a radioactive plant. Ignore what I said. Eventually, you will work your way up to a radioactive plant, and you will glow. Actually, no. Right now, the prosecutor is glowing, but but that makes him radioactive, and you don't want to be radioactive. You just keep on being your boring old plant self, and even if you take a while to grow,
not boring.
Even if you take a little longer to grow, because the chemicals used on the plant of the prosecution make him grow faster, you still will come out on top because you will not die due to the chemicals that were poured on your head.
Wait, what chemicals are poured on my head?
The pollution of the mind.
You sound like someone.
Who?
I feel like someone said that.
Probably. Not that exact metaphor, I don't think.
I feel like someone on like either this game or somewhere mentioned that. On the game, it might have been another show or
pollution
something.
of the mind, probably. I think that's like a common thing. If someone said that exact same thing about plants, I would be surprised, though.
No, I mean something about the pollution of the mind, something like that.
Yeah. That's like a common thing. That's a common thing.
Yeah.
So. Anyways. So, you have come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all.
He's dying.
Nick, then you'll just have to wait for someone to come and water you.
What?
I have no idea.
That sounds weird.
I'm trying to make some sort of sense out of Mia's weird plant thing. That kind of makes sense, but at the same point has been said over and over again to the point where... What?
No question. How long did your sister spend on Tumblr?
Let's see.
Like, was like 5 hours? Was like 5 hours a day? 4 hours a day? Like.
I don't know.
You don't know how long your sister spent on Tumblr?
I think she was just starting when she left to go on Tumblr more.
Why? Did she miss you?
I don't know.
And somehow felt that going on Tumblr would make her feel better.
The stupidity of Tumblr, and, not all of it, but I would go on some of the dumber sections of Tumblr, and it would provide me a distraction to the fact that Maya was not there. That's why.
Ah.
And then I felt even worse.
Because it was Tumblr?
Yes, the bad parts of Tumblr. So then I started looking up inspirational quotes. And that's how I started. That was only for a few days. The quotes lasted for years.
You never forgot them?
No, I mean, I went on every single day to look up new quotes. And I just got the same ones with slightly different wording repeated over and over again, actually, most of the time.
Oh, wow.
And then I started making my own.
Like what?
Well, I noticed that a lot of the inspirational stuff wasn't really inspirational, and it just sounded deep.
Yeah.
So, I think I wrote something along the lines of, my ceiling fan is a bowl of cereal.
Wow. What does it mean?
I don't know. It got a whole bunch of likes and people saying that it changed their life. Anyways, let's continue with...
Wait, what's with your obsession in plants?
Oh. There's really no reason for that. It's just like... I mean, I'm sure other people have said it before about plants, because it kind of, like Maya said, it kind of makes sense. It's just that it's been used so much now at this point that it's kind of lost all meaning.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It first started when Mr. Grossberg said something about it to me.
Ah.
Anyways, continue.
It seems like a cloud of suspicion surrounded the witness has lifted.
Oh wait, actually, we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching, Pharaoh.
Okay. Farah!